Dear Frontier, some ships really deserve more love. Please give it to them. Now let's start with Viper Mark III. Actually, both Vipers deserve some love. I already told that we had one useless ship, now we have two. And if we speak about Viper Mark IV, it felt like the ship is being dumped on us, at least on me. I've played a little with all ships in 1.5 beta, and this is only my opinion, so feel free to disagree, or maybe I forgot some ships that you think should be much more useful than it's now, and especially after Fer-de-Lance buff I think they should tweak some of other ships as well. So let's start with Viper Mark III. Speed and shields. Speed is actually fine. With 4 pips it's second fastest ship in the game, combat variant of ships. With 0 pips it's also pretty fast. Shields, yeah. Takeaways: starting Sidewinder, traders like Type 6-7 hauler, and you have only better shields than Eagle, Adder, Imperial Eagle and Cobra Mark III. Well, it's also fine if we consider speed. But what's completely not fine, it's pitching speed. Would anyone in full sanity choose that Viper Mark III pitches similar to Python? But it does. It's closer to Python than to Adder, Hauler, Asp, Explorer. I just can't wrap my head around this because Viper is really fighting ship. It should be very agile, but it isn't. And with 0 pips to engines nothing changed, still same place. So speed and shields are fine with me, but pitching speed, Viper's agility should be tuned up considerably. Let me move it 1 place up, 2 place up, I think it's fine. Around 9 seconds it should pitch with 4 pips to engines. I would say it should be somewhere around Hauler, Adder, Asp, Explorer, Imperial Courier, but not Python, sorry. And let's do same with 0 pips, move it up. And I think 11 point something seconds should be also fine. Let's move to Viper Mark IV. It's actually really disappointing for me to have such ship in the game. It's slightly lighter than Vulture actually, it's not that much of a difference. Vulture's hull mass is 230 tons. Viper Mark IV 190 tons. But in the end we get a crap that is slightly better than Viper Mark III. Is that their intention? If so, then it's fine, it's working perfectly, it's one more useless ship. So let's again take a quick look at speed and shields. You can see right away, it's slower than Viper Mark III. Well, it should be slower because it's heavier, but same time, take a look at shields. It's only slightly better shields than Viper Mark III, and around Diamondback Explorer, Vulture has almost 2 times better shields. But agility, come on, this is not funny. You can see that Viper Mark IV is less agile than Python and Dropship. Anyone, raise your hand if you think it's how it is intended to be. That Viper Mark IV should be less agile than Dropship and Python. I don't think anyone would do that. Or maybe it's made on purpose so nobody will fly this ship. Because why would you fly a ship less agile than Python and Dropship if after some time you can afford Python? So let's move both Vipers where I think they should be. Mark III around 9 seconds, Mark IV around 10, and 0 pips to engines around 12-13 seconds. I think Viper Mark IV should be similar to Imperial Clipper, Imperial Eagle in pitching with 0 pips and around 10 seconds in pitching with 4 pips to engines, because no ships have 10 seconds and it's a nice number to have in the game. But that's not all. It depends, what do you want from this ship? If just add another Viper, fine. But like I said, hull mass is very similar to Vulture, but then why not fill the gap between Vulture and Viper? I mean gap for combat ships. So what Viper Mark IV has better than Viper Mark III? 1 class higher power plant, fine. Thrusters, fine. Frameshift drive, fine. But what about power distributor? Why it's same? And why we have exactly same hardpoints? It felt a little bit lazy to me. Copy paste, add some spoilers, tweak some stats, bumps, ship is ready. No, ship is not ready, not at all. So if we need just a placeholder, it's fine. But if we want to fill a gap between Vulture and Viper, I would suggest that we transform small hardpoints into medium hardpoints. That would be probably easiest way. 4 medium hardpoints would be very cool for this ship. We have Vulture with 2 large, and we have some other ships with 2 medium and large, but no ship with 4 medium. It would be cool. Viper's power plant already can handle. All we need now is 1 class higher power distributor to be able to shoot all those 4 medium weapons. Then you would need to increase base price to around 2-3 million, so it will really be a step between Viper and Vulture, and in some cases even an alternative to Vulture. At least for me it would make sense to have all these changes, because now when you can afford Vulture it's better than anything cheaper. You can just forget about all ships. Let's move to Killback. It's a new ship introduced, same as Viper Mark IV in 1.5 update. So Killback can carry 1 small fighter. At least it's supposed to, when we will be able to launch fighters. I just have one question for everyone. Will that save you? Really? What about 2, 3, 4 Condors in example? You really think AI piloted Condor will save your ship from even AI threat? I don't think so, and what's even more funny is you have 20 tons less than Type 6 and you have fighter on board. Every single time you will deploy your Condor, you will have to pay insurance because you will lose it. So not only you will have less cargo space compared to Type 6, you will also pay insurance every single time. Because if you can win, you don't care about small fighter like Condor. Try any small fighter in CQC and you will see that they are utterly useless in open play. I would not fly any of those in open play against players or even medium-large NPCs. This is just a kamikaze ship. So you are deliberately giving up 24 tons of cargo, which are 25% or so of your cargo capacity compared to Type 6. But you will have fighter, which you will lose in most cases and pay insurance. But you will have fighter. Yes, you will. So if you want fighter, the ship is for you. But if you want to trade, at this stage you only care about maximizing your profit and jumping to next best ship you can afford. You will not fly these ships for long. You will go for Type 7, Imperial Clipper, Python. You will go for those ships if you want to fight and trade. And you don't need fighters there. What actually could be fun is if you could descend on airless moon and planet with your Killback, deploy AI controlled fighter, jump into your SRV, and together with this small fighter fly around, kill skimmers. That would be cool. But I'm not sure we will be able, and there always will be better ships that can have these silly fighters if you care about those. On the left you can see cargo base size for all ships, maximum cargo size with all shields up to Type 7. As we can see, there are only 4 ships with cargo base size between 100 and 200. So I would actually add 1 class 5 compartment and place Killback slightly above Type 6. So it will gain 32 tons, it will still have fighter, but at least it will be as useful for trading as Type 6. Because hardpoint locations also is not good. And let's move to heavy trading ship. Type 9 Space Cow, call it whatever you want. I think for ship its size, it just carries way too little cargo. And with 2 new ships, Imperial Cutter and Federal Corvette, it's even worse. Nobody will trade in Type 9. Isn't Type 9 supposed to be one of the best trading ships? But with its speed, shields, jump range, you will always pick an account over Type 9 if you can afford it, and now you will always pick Cutter over Type 9. So how to make Type 9 even slightly more appealing for players? I would suggest to add 1 Class 7 compartment or transform existing Class 7 into Class 8. So you will have 660 tons for Type 9. It makes sense in my opinion, because in open Type 9 is very risky. It's very easy to kill Type 9 in open. So there should be some reward for risk you are taking by flying. It's not expensive ship of course, you can outfit it for trading around 100 mil. But still, I would say that Heavy Trader should be used as a second or third best ship. But if it remains like it's now, Anaconda is better, Corvette is better, Cutter is better. Sad. So I would add 128 tons to its cargo capacity. It should make Type 9 a little more appealing for players to play. And about two new ships, Imperial Cutter and Federal Corvette, I think they are very well balanced compared to Anaconda. We have two completely different ships, one with higher speed, with better shields, but not so agile, and with different hardpoints. I always like to see more ships that can suit different playstyles for different players. Different combat tactics, different wing variations. If we would have exactly same ships, just one named Corvette, other Cutter, it wouldn't be interesting, you would just pick one of them. But now you know that for speed you take Cutter, for agility Corvette. If you want to have one class higher power distributor, you also go for Corvette. Trading Cutter, exploration Anaconda. So good job Frontier on Imperial Cutter and Federal Corvette. Let's hope you will make some other ships better as well. Especially after buffed Fer-de-Lance, because it's a very good ship. Fly safe, commanders.